Well, week 3 of Mountain West play starts this weekend. You're back home again. Big road trip last week to San Diego and UNLV. So now we have San Jose State on Friday and Nevada on Saturday. So what's the scout tape show you so far?
San Jose actually statistically is a decent team, but I think their ball control gets them in trouble sometimes. They don't have a lot of wins, but they're definitely one of those teams you have to watch out for. You know, they're just on the verge of making big moves. So we have to take care of business with that team. Nevada, you just have to make sure they're not passing well so they can't set their middles. One of their middles is very, very good. And their outside struggle a little bit. So we're going to be working on a lot of serving and taking care of business on our side.
Last week was a big trip there to San Diego State. It was picked as a preseason favorite in the Mountain West, and also UNLV was unbeaten at that point there. Talk about last weekend's play.
We actually, at San Diego State, we were struggling and we switched to a 6-2 and it started working for us. We started playing better, but it was a little too late in the match. They're tough to play at home. To start a new offense there in that loud gym, I mean, we couldn't even hear each other. You know, we had a hard time working together in that match. So that was too bad, but we came into UNLV, had a little more time to prepare for it, and just played lights out. I mean, we played scary good, and it was fun to watch.
So, I mean, Brooke stepping in that situation there, how's she playing as a setter?
She did great. I mean, she was just cleared recently, and she hasn't played in any matches. She came in and did a great job. She hit hittable balls and made a lot of key digs for us. And the girls liked playing with her, so it was great.
The 6-2 offense obviously changes your defense a little bit too. How did that adjust?
It gives us another block up front, just a bigger kid, and so whether we're using Zayna or Megan or whoever on the right, it gives us just a little bit more to slow down the opponent's outside hitters, because opponents are basically matching their outsides up with Christina, and Christina's actually a good blocker, but you know, she is the size she is, so it just helped give us a little more size up front.
Well, Christina now has been kind of authored 4 of those 300 match percentages there, 356 against the Rebels there. I mean, was that almost like surprising how easily it came against that team?
Yeah, it wasn't surprising. We've been on the verge of that for so long, but I think we just kind of released our players a little bit and said, you know what, we've taught you the ways of siding out, we've taught you all the different tools you can use, just go do it. And they did, and they relaxed and got it done.
Your Fighting Spirit Award this weekend to Corinne Wild and also Katie Pearson. Talk about their play last week.
Well, against UNLV, it was definitely a team effort. Everybody, from people who didn't play to people who started, everybody worked together. It was an awesome team experience. But the Fighting Spirit Awards is about people being good for the entire weekend and people working hard and fighting through adversity consistently. And at San Diego State, we were up and down, and a lot of people struggled with that night. But Corinne and Katie were just fired up to play. They worked kind of at the same level the whole match, the whole weekend. So it definitely went to them for kind of being the same kind of player they would be any other day against San Diego State when we were struggling a little bit.
We had a chance to visit with Katie a little bit, switching from like the right side to the middle. How's she done as far as adjusting to that new role?
Katie just gets in there and plays, man. She's a quick jumper. She gets up. She's been hitting or being in places at key times, like getting solo blocks on their middles or setter dump or whatever. She's just getting in there and playing. So you know, I hope she keeps doing that. She's fun to watch.
It was awesome to see her out there. She had a career high there, I think, in kills there, and also had her first career start, so she was rewarded for that effort there.
Absolutely.
And talk about this Friday's alumni match night. There were some old faces back here in town. Who are you expecting to see?
They better be. I think Kelly Leonardo, the big Leo, might be coming back.
Yeah.
Love to see her. Yeah. There's players that I coach that I hope to see. They're always fun to get back together with. And there's alumni from the Lalani years, from the Lindy years, from the Rubin years. So we hope to see everybody. We had a great alumni function earlier this year at our alumni match, but hopefully we can get more people back.
Yeah, also another alumni on Saturday night. The coach at Nevada is former great there for the Bulldogs. Do you remember watching her play at all?
I don't remember watching her play, but she coached when I played at Nevada. She coached Fresno State, at Fresno State. So I remember her from that, and I know she can still bury a pretty good ball.
That's Ruth Levinson there talking about the former All-American for Fresno State back in the 90s. So we'll look forward to seeing the team play on Friday and Saturday. 7 o'clock matches. Before we leave here, talk about last night's big affair at the Save Mart Center.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that.
Not at all?
I went to see Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
It's okay. He's pretty cool. The old songs were great. New stuff. Not a big fan.
Yeah. Do your hair up back in the 80s style?
No, I absolutely did not.
Did not do your hair.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, let's get back to coaching here and just hub up in the background as the team. So Friday and Saturday at the Save Mart Center, 7 o'clock.
Help me, help me.
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.